5 seconds to go. Start. A lawyer is treated as a part of the noble profession and expected as an elite member of the society to be professionally responsible and constantly remind himself that his services are rendered to the consumers of justice. As has been held, an advocate stands in a loco parentis towards the litigants. He has a paramount duty to his client, and client is entitled to receive disinterested, sincere, and honest treatment. Once a complaint is made by a litigant, it has to follow a definite procedure and is required to be dealt with as per the command of the Act to conclude the disciplinary proceeding within a period of 1 year from the date of receipt of the complaint or the date of initiation of the proceedings at the instance of the State Bar Council. On many an occasion, it has come to the notice of this court that disciplinary authority of the State Bar Council is not disposing of the complaint within the stipulated period, as a consequence of which the proceeding stands transferred to BCI. The responsibility to deal with the disciplinary proceedings is cast on the State Bar Council, which constitutes its disciplinary committee. Every member of the disciplinary committee is aware that the proceeding has to be concluded within 1 year. The complainant and the delinquent advocate are required to cooperate, not to do something what one is required to do tantamounts to irresponsibility, and the prestige of an institution or a statutory body inhere in carrying out the responsibility. One may not be always right in the decision, but that does not mean to be shirking away from taking a decision and allow the matter to be transferred by operation of law to BCI. A statutory authority is obliged to constantly remind itself that the mandate of the statute is expediency and the stipulation of time is mandatory. It will not be erroneous to say that the disciplinary committee is expected to perform its duty within a time frame and not to create a blameworthy situation. It is better to remember that offering an explanation to one's own conscience is like blaming everything on accident. When duties are given by law, duties are required to be performed. Advocacy is not a craft but a calling, a profession wherein devotion to duty constitutes the hallmark. Sincerity of performance and earnestness of endeavor are the two wings that will bear aloft the advocate to the tower of success. Given these virtues, other qualifications will follow of their own account. This is the reason why legal profession is regarded to be a noble one. The relationship between a lawyer and his client is solely founded on trust and confidence. A lawyer cannot pass on the confidential information to anyone else. This is so because he is a fiduciary of his client who reposes trust and confidence in the lawyer. Therefore, he has a duty to fulfill all his obligations towards his client with care and act in good faith. Since the client entrusts the whole obligation of handling legal proceedings to an advocate, he has to act according to the principles of Euberima Fides, that is, the utmost faith, integrity, fairness, and loyalty. An advocate should be dignified in his dealings to the court, to his fellow lawyers, and to the litigants. He should have integrity in abundance and should never do anything that erodes his credibility. An advocate has a duty to enlighten and encourage the juniors in the profession. An ideal advocate should believe that the legal profession has an element of service also and associates with legal service activities. Most importantly, he should faithfully abide by the standards of professional conduct and etiquette prescribed by the Bar Council of India in Chapter 2nd, Part 6th of the Bar Council of India rules. The bar is an extension of the system of justice. An advocate is an officer of court. He is master of an expertise, but more than that, accountable to the court and governed by a high ethic. The success of the judicial process often depends on the services of the legal profession. The vital role of the lawyer depends upon his probity and professional lifestyle. Be it remembered that the central function of the legal profession is to promote the administration of justice. Stop.